Hello, everybody, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We are in Sendai, Japan. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup Asia Qualifiers, and it's the battle between Japan and China, the second battle between these two great national teams in this opening window of the World Cup Qualifiers. See what happened the first time. Japan falling here at home, 79-63, and that opened up the Tom Hovas era. Not how he envisioned, having led the Japan women's national team to new heights, getting them to the Olympic final this past summer, and obviously winning several FIBA Asia championships. But here they are, and it's starting over. And the good news for Japan is they know they're going to be at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in any event, so he's just feeling out his roster, seeing what he's got. And also, you got to give credit to China, who has some talent. There's no doubt about it. Perhaps the team in Asia that perhaps has underachieved in recent times. We saw them at the FIBA Basketball World Cup when they hosted it, obviously, in 2019. And they had some exciting games. They had long spurts where they played well, but ultimately in that very tough 32-team tournament, they did not deliver on their expectations. So they are hoping that this time it's going to be different, and perhaps because they haven't qualified, we're seeing a renewed sense of desperation for China. They certainly came out and played hard the other night. You got to tip your hat to them. And with Zhou Qi, their big center, obviously, and Guo Ailun, the veteran point guard, leading the way, they were a powerhouse. But Japan, they've got their fans here. The expectations are high. They're hoping that Japan can again make it to the big tournament. And Japan really does have a love affair with basketball. You go all the way back to 2006, in fact. And really, in my opinion, that was the best FIBA Basketball World Cup ever that was played in '06. And here we are again in Japan playing this qualifying game. But again, this Japan team had the pressure off a little bit because they know they've already made it. But on the other hand, these players know they have to come out and show what they can do if they want to be a part of the mix when the big tournament comes around in 2023. Remember, it'll be played in Indonesia, here in Japan, and in the Philippines. So we are just minutes away here from the start. There's Tom Hovas, former player himself, and from America, but been living in Japan, speaks the language fluently, and connects well with the players. So we're going to have a pause in the commentary for the playing of the national anthems of China and Japan.
The national anthem of People's Republic of China. The national anthem of Japan. Players, please start your warm-up.
So the national anthems have been played, and Japan again looking to come out and put on a better show for their fans than what we saw the other night. It was a tough night in Sendai for them. China jumped out to 27-11 first quarter lead and rolled to victory. Here are the referees for today's game. From Indonesia, Harja Jaladri, and then Park and Lee from Korea. So Jaladri is the crew chief.
Second umpire, Kyung Van Lee from South Korea.
And there is the big fella playing in Australia now, and looking to improve his game down under, where obviously the league has really gotten strong, and a lot of good players have honed their skills. And Makoto Hiyajima has been one of the signature players for Japan in recent years, seeing him warm up. But we'll start with China and look at their starting five and look at their roster. There he is. So Jochi was in America playing and trying to make it in the NBA, but wasn't quite ready, and has again gone down under. So it's going to be Zhao Jiwei, Wo Ailun, Zhou Hong, Hu Jinkyu, and Wang Zilin starting for China. And Coach Du Feng has all of the other players at his disposal coming off the bench. There he is again, the former national team player himself. And he was a good one as well. And it helps the players, I think, to know that their coach has been there and done that. You know, he was in this China team, a teammate of Yao Ming when they played at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2006, and played as recently as 2009 in the FIBA, what was called then the FIBA Asia Championship. Vendram Hijima, Luke Evans, Aki Chambers, and Tenketsu Arimoto in the starting five for Coach Hovas, for Kawash, Avi Schaefer, Hiroshima, Nishida, Suda, Kishimoto, and Takeuchi coming off the bench. Hovas, you know, a lot of times when you look at a national team program, and he replaced a coach, Julio Lamas, that he said had done a very good job with this Japan team, and they had a good relationship. And he is hoping to keep this national team moving in the right direction. And when you catch China on a night like they did the other night, when China start to live up to their billing, you know, they should be one of the best teams in Asia. China, they have been arguably the best team for a long stretch, but in recent years they have fallen quite clearly, and they want to bring the good times back. So they've got that renewed sense of purpose and the talent. And where does it all begin? Well, it begins here on the road to the FIBA Basketball World Cup for this national team. And it's all about momentum for China, and playing every minute like it is the last minute, the final minute, playing hard on defense, crashing the boards. Hovas, again, he's not rebuilding, he's tweaking and trying to find a formula that will take Japan just to that next level. And if it was easy, anybody could do it. So he's going to be experimenting, and it's an interesting process. I'm sure that there are a lot of people that were not impressed with that opening result, especially that first quarter. But I think as time goes on, this Japan team will get into flow and they will gradually improve, just as they did under his predecessor, Julio Lamas. Well, hello everybody. We're underway here in Sendai, the FIBA Basketball World Cup Asian Qualifiers, the second game between China and Japan. Here at the beginning, a foul on Luke Evans of Japan, guarding the big fella down low and battling for position. And really, it was seemed like he kind of pulled the rug out from under him, or pulled the chair away, and Wong fell down. And an easy one for China, starting things off as they would hope would be the case. Nothing better than getting a high percentage shot right at the beginning of the game. Three-point shot. Clanks off the rim from Harimoto. Joe Peng gets it back to Guo. Now fighting his way down low and scoring again is Hu. So he's got 4 early points. Zhao Jiwei picks up his first foul. Must be a luxury to have a player of the ilk of Zhou Qi coming off the bench, but that's the way it is today. The Drum. And Hiyajima, his pass goes through the hands of Evans. And China get a fast break. Well, you turn the basketball over and you're going to get punished. But it stings when you know you probably should have had a layup if you're Japan. Well, they pass around. Good defense from Japan. Coming up with another steal. Getting the hands up on defense. Guo, one of the premier guards in China. And 3 seconds to call on Hu. And we highlighted Guo, in fact. If you go to FIBA.basketball, look at the website, you see he's among the tantalizing 10 point guards in the World Cup qualifiers that are being played all over in Asia, Africa, the Americas, and last but certainly not least, the old continent, Europe. And Drop brings it up. Again to Hiyajima. Evans. And Drum again. Bounce pass, stolen. Sneaking in, taking it right away, knowing it was coming. And then China. And a block was called on Japan.
Number 19, first personal and team second. And substitution, Japan, number 20, Hiroshima.
So Vendram sits down, and again, Japan just a little bit of nerves here. Remember, they had the nightmare start in the first quarter the other night, and Guo is at the line. It seems like Guo has been around forever, but he's only 28 years of age. Liaoning Flying Leopards. He's got good handles, as they say, in basketball. Really a good dribbler. He's got all the moves. If he ever puts it all together, he will be special. Here he is, getting the free throws, taking the lead up. Aki Chambers goes out, and Kishimoto, good shooter, comes into the game. And finally, getting it down low, Evans. And Japan getting on the board. You know, spacing, so important for Japan. There's the dribble and the penetration and holding their ground. China, you can't blame them for trying to get it down low. They've got a size advantage. Kishimoto passes it back outside to Evans, and that was long. Three-point shot is good from Zhao. So the lead goes up to 11-2. Oh, tough drive. How about that finish? Hiroshima. Going right to the rim. Scoring with a reverse. And only red shirts there for the rebound on the Zhou Peng miss. Kishimoto gets in the paint. Oh boy, he had the shot. The ball batted out of bounds, and there's 9 seconds on the shot clock. China very alert to that extra pass that Japan want to make. Watch this. He's got an opportunity to go up. Well, that was the previous, and just illustrates how good of a shot that was, in fact. Here it is again. Terashima. And to go up against Wang Zilan, that's pretty impressive. Here it is again, driving in, and this time missing Nishida, Yudai Nishida. Yao Ji-wei in the game as well for China, and another three-pointer. This one for Zhao. Kishimoto, a live wire out there with the basketball. He's got it here, he puts it up a long way out. And good battle, and the size of China, they can't keep the big fellas out of the paint. Wang Zilan and China with a 12-point lead. And Zhou Qi hasn't even played yet. Japan have certainly had some opportunities to put the ball in the basket down low, and they've turned it over. Let's listen to Coach Hovas. Japan only made 32.3% of their field goals, never mind three-point shots, of their field goals from the floor against China on game day one. And that was their lowest field goal percentage in a game in the World Cup qualifiers. You know, going back to 2000, the qualifiers for the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup in China. So putting the ball in the basket has been a struggle. Kishimoto drives in, and another opportunity goes begging. Kishimoto he had to get it ahead of Hu Jin-kyu. He extended his right hand and was in good position to score. The only thing is nobody was following as well for Japan. Now they space it out. And China with a chance to put up another big number on this Japan team in the first quarter. Kishimoto putting the pressure, and then they force the turnover. Sloppy ball handling by China. Now from the wing, and Kishimoto! So he misses the layup, but then he makes the three. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense, does it? But he was wide open. And now China throw it away. Hu Jin-kyu. Where was he going with it? In fact, that was Zhao Rui, excuse me, throwing it away. And now another opportunity for Japan. Harashima, we've seen him get to the basket once. He's got it. He's kind of a short, nippy guard. He might like this matchup of going past him. There he goes again. Oh, he gets rejected though. He did get past Hu, but then Hu's length and height and was quick enough to get over to swat the shot.
Big ball. Substitution for Japan, number 17, Suda.
So another substitution coming in for Japan. Suda Yutaro getting his first action today. So it's Evans, Harimoto, Kishimoto, Suda, and Terashima for Japan. Hu, Run, Junfei, Sun Minghui, Wu Qian, and Zhao Rui on the floor for China. Now the pass down low, and boy, they're making it look easy. If they make that entry pass, it's over. Hu with another basket. China stretch the lead back to 11. 3:25 remaining in this opening quarter. That's Kishimoto range. He launches, and what a battle for the rebound there. Wu boxing out.
Foul China, number 33, First personal and team second.
So that's his first. Watch him. Luke Evans coming in, and Wu just barging into him and pushing him over. He checks on him. Oh, you know what? When you rebound, you want to find somebody and box him out, but you need to get your backside on him.
Japan ball.
Luke Evans plays for the Fighting Eagles, Nagoya, 30 years of age. There's penetration and another rejection for Hu. And goes out of bounds. Boy, he has been tough inside. The Japan players think they've gotten past him, but then he makes up ground quickly. And he's got 2 blocks to go with his 6 points. And Wu with the pump fake. Draws the foul.
Foul on Japan. Number 3, Evans.
Look at this, the pump fake. You know, there's not even really that much contact on him coming down, but when you get the pump fake and you see the player leave his feet, the referee automatically thinks he's bit on the pump fake, and that's already working against you as the defender.
Zhao, one more shot.
So Zhao makes the first. He has been tough today. 7 points already for Zhao. Now make it 8. Zhao's telling Chinese basketball, I want to be on the flight to the World Cup. Kishimoto. And another 3, and missing badly was Takeuchi. Here's Wu again, or Zhao again, excuse me. Ball goes out of bounds to China.
Substitution for Japan. Number 51, Furukawa.
Now the ball does go to Japan. So Japanese basketball trailing by 13. Kishimoto again. Japan spreading the floor. Here's Kishimoto from deep, and that was looked like it was a pretty good box out by Wu, and that's what he's saying as well. But Avi Schaefer didn't give up on the basketball.
Second personal and team's third. From the baseline, Japan ball.
Oh, nice cut. Passing it back out, and the three-point shot. And China need to hit that shot if they're going to be successful today. That was Suda. Missed to the right. Oh, quick pass, wonderful play. China, and they're like a machine right now. 22-7. Three-point shot. And they're just not dropping. Bounce pass to Hu, his pass batted away. So it's a 15-point deficit right now for Japan.
Japan, number 9, victory!
You know they want to take the three, they want to pass it around, they want to play the fast game. But they need to start hitting some shots, or this is going to get ugly. Backing up, and then drop call for the foul. So good work. Good work by China's number 17, Sun Minghui. Oh, I'm not sure what Vendrom could have done any differently there. That would have been legal. But Japan over the limit here with 59.2 seconds to go in the first quarter. Sun makes one of two, and China have their biggest lead now, 23-7. Oh boy, that pass, good pressure in the backcourt. Vendrom picked up his dribble.
Number 32, Schaefer. First personal.
Avi Schaefer came back and picked up the foul, 53.3 seconds to go. Oh, wow, so they called a foul on China. Wait, let's have a look here. I'm a little bit confused. Well, it looks like they have.
China, number 7, Jack.
No, they have not called the foul on China. Excuse me. It just was not. I don't understand why there was no free throws over the limit. And who?
No basket. Foul before the shot.
Japan having an almighty struggle.
Japan, number 9.
Trying to get their feet set in position. Then Drum picks up his second.
Substitution Japan, number 20, Hiroshima. China free throw at the line, number 21. 2 shots.
So Hu back at the line, and he has been a handful today for this Japan team. 9 points for him. Beijing Lions, just 24 years of age. 2.1 meters in height. And the lead now 18 points. And another turnover. And if you're worried about getting it ugly, about this game getting ugly, it has gotten ugly in this first quarter. China putting on the pressure, forcing the turnovers. And they break the press. And the pump fake, and they get a chance now for a three-point play. John leaves his feet.
Number 7, Jack. Personal, team sport.
With a score in the first quarter of the first meeting between these two teams was 27-11 in favor of China. And right now it's 27-10. Now Japan, we're going to put on some full court pressure. Now they're going to pull it back. China with the last shot, they hope. Into the corner it goes. The three is up. The offensive rebound, and it's good. Adding insult right at the buzzer. And China spoiling the party here, going up 29-10 on Japan. If you think it's deja vu, it is. China leading 29-10 over Japan at the end of one. So China are just making everything. Look at that, 8 of 11 inside the arc, 2 of 4 from deep. Japan just 1 of 9 from three-point range, 3 of 7 inside the arc. Here's a look back at the first quarter highlights. And China just off and running. So Japan, again, 4 of 16 overall, 1 of 9 from deep, 3 of 7 inside the arc. And China with Hu scoring the 10 points, and also Zhao Rui scoring 10 points, doing the bulk of the damage. But worrying for Japan, they've turned it over 5 times. Much of that coming late. China scoring 8 points off the Japanese turnovers. And they've got 9 fast break points, China. 16 points overall in the paint. I mean, they're beating him in all statistical categories. There's no way to sugarcoat it, but what you would say is there's a lot of fresh blood in this Japan team, and again, they are, if they're not rebuilding, I think you would have to say they're reloading Japan. So here is a way to get your live stats and more. Just scan that in. But there is a very, Luke Evans is one of the newcomers.
second quarter.
Suda lets it fly. And the steal, Chambers, bounce pass, and basket is good. I thought the defender hit the backboard there. And the ball pressure and almost forcing the turnover. Harimoto getting out, making a nuisance of himself with Terashima. Oh no, he definitely fouled him. The one thing you could say about Japan is while they have fallen behind by a big number, the way they play, if they could get on a run, you could see him getting back into this. They take a lot of threes. They try to up the pressure on defense and force turnovers. And really, that's going to be the only way you would think that they would be able to get back into this. If they just sit back and try to play in the half court against China, the way things have been going, this is going to be over early. Here's the jump shot, and nice jump shot by Guo Island. Evans. So Luke Evans is frustrated. Hovas is frustrated. You fall behind, it just becomes a little bit harder. You lose a little bit of confidence. It just seems like nothing works. And when you're playing the way China are playing, supremely confident. And look at that, and over and back from Guo. I don't think he can quite believe it. I certainly can't. Tu Feng a little bit upset as well. Tu Feng, excuse me. Here's Chambers, spins, gets in the paint, outside, three-point shot, got it! Another one. And back to a 16-point game. China hustle down the floor, they turn it over. And this is the kind of chaotic game that Japan would want. Another three, got it! Just like that. Here come the Japanese. Furukawa, the veteran. And if you don't think China are alert to how Japan want to play and how quickly this game can turn around, they waste no time in calling a break here, timeout. Boy, talk about bringing some rain. Takatoshi Furukawa. That was a high arcing three-pointer, both of them. And again, with the turnovers and the steals, and Du is not best pleased with that last sequence. Whenever you see a game, the way China play, the way Japan want to play, it always makes me harken back to the old Rick Pitino days when he coached Kentucky. His guys in college basketball would press, or Nolan Richardson, the former Panama coach, when he coached at Arkansas, they would press 40 minutes, and they would try to make the game as crazy as possible and live with the three-point shot as well. But when the game gets crazy, you also get some wide open layups. And right now, it's about speeding the game up for Japan. They want to make China play faster. They want to create some turnovers, and they want to get some open looks. Much like the Japan women, in fact, under Hovas. Oh, here they go, though. They get inside, and that is just, if they get into the half court and they take their time, Wang Jilin is he's going to eat them up. So nice play by China coming out of the timeout. Here it is again, and coming off the three-point line, and Luke Evans stays with it. Much better. Key point in the game here for Japan. If they can get that magic back, three-point shot. Great box out by Evans, keeping Wang away from the basketball. Another three, and that was short. Evans gets the long rebound. Now that should be one of the benefits to missing those three. You'd get a lot more long rebounds. Here's Evans again, faking the handoff and the reach, and the foul called on Guo. He says he caught a hand to the face. Well, he definitely caught a slap to the face. If he wasn't awake, he's awake now, that's for sure. Tough catch for Evans. Gets it to Chambers. Back to Evans. Goes in, scores with the left hand. And if you thought the route was on, Japan have closed the gap to 11. They have got the momentum. Now is their chance. China, they want to get it down low, and they don't want to turn it over. They're under pressure. You can see it. Here they are, putting it on the deck, getting inside. They spray it out to the corner. Good. Boy, that was a huge shot. Xu burying it. Excellent work from China. And how big was that shot? You could just feel this arena, all of the Japanese players, really the self-belief in their team. And if Xu doesn't hit that three-point shot, Japan get it and have a chance to get to single digits. And now they go down and throw it away. Probably the biggest shot in the game from Xu at this point. There's China again, Guo working his magic and fouled as he gets into the lane. So free throws coming for the China point guard.
Number 51,
Guo Ailun. Maybe a little fortunate to get the benefit of that call. Furukawa comes out. He'll no doubt be back.
Good shots.
You can see he was given everything. He is trying to catch his breath over there. It's going to be a while. I mean, that's the other thing about the style that Japan want to play. The conditioning is paramount. So China go back up by 15 points. Guo, he's got 7. And the pass into the paint. And Evans, that's a tough one to pick up for Terashima. Throwing it at his feet. There's China, bring it across midcourt. Attacking, turning into it, having it taken away by Evans, but then they get it back, China. And the dump down low, and the shot was there, but Zhou Peng missed. And now Japan with another opportunity. Evans gives up the 3, challenges Wang and gets rejected. So the foul on Japan.
Foul Japan, number 20, Hiroshima. First personal and team third.
I think if we've learned anything today, it's taking on that China front line comes with some risks, and it doesn't matter who you are. Even Evans would have been better off just pulling up, taking the three, or getting the ball to his guards rather than challenging Wong, who rejected him. Zhou Qi just a spectator right now. They pass it around. Wide open three, missed, but it falls right into the hands of Zhang. Furukawa, having caught his breath, back out there. His pass gets away from Terashima. Again, China on the counter, and they bring it back out. Wu passes out to the perimeter, and another one from Zhao Rui. He's got 13 points, and that recovery that we were talking about from Japan is suddenly a thing of the past. Japan are playing well in spurts, but they're not able to sustain it. And when they don't sustain it, China are going the other way and having their way.
Turn over that kid. We just gotta take care of the ball. We just gotta take care of the ball. Yeah, quick outlet. Even if they score, let's go. さっきのオフェンスがさっきのあんまりやらなかった。リナイだったらもうcut. Yeah, refill. Cut. Fill. Cut. Fill. Okay. All ball. ここに入ってる。こいつ。
Well, tip your hat to China, 15 to 23 overall from the floor. Both Hu and Zhao have been a handful, combining to score 23 of their 42 points. And China 4 of 8 from three-point range. Japan just 3 of 14. But you can see Furukawa there, he's hit both of his attempts from deep. Furukawa, nice pump fake, gets the layup, oh, and he misses the shot. He's got to be able to finish that to get a three-point play.
Second personal. Team second.
That was Harimoto, not Furukawa, excuse me. Look, so he gets the foul, the pump fake, and now he's got to make that. But instead he goes to the line for 2 free throws. Nishida, Takeuchi, and Terashima also on the court with Furukawa and Harimoto. So Harimoto makes both. Now some full court pressure. Sun beats it easily, guarded by Nishida. Shot clock down to 5. China whip it out to the corner. We've seen this before, and this time the shot was not there, but Wu with the rebound, and then another offensive rebound and put back by Hu. 12 points for him. Japan trying to punish China for guarding the perimeter with those quick cuts to the basket. 3-point shot as the shot clock wound down by Furukawa. And China up by 20 here in the final 3 minutes. And a blocking foul called on Furukawa.
Second personal in team sport.
So Furukawa, Evans, and Vendram each with 2 fouls for Japan. And nobody with, oh no, sorry, for China, Wu and Zhang each with 2 fouls. Into the corner, and the 3-pointer is good. Another one for China. So Zhang extending the lead now, 23 points for China. Boy, Japan having to settle for a very difficult reverse layup. And Kishimoto couldn't find anybody to pass to. And now the block called on Harimoto. So Zhao gets up. Hopefully he's okay. Well, it's been a long year for these players. Obviously a long year and a half, 2 years even, with COVID. And it's great to see him back out on the court, playing in front of the fans. Because it was only Zhou Qi having a good time as the #1 fan of China today. You know, the fans weren't able to go watch the Olympics. It was difficult, you know, limited fans, in fact. Difficult moment for everybody, but it was a great Olympic tournament for, neither of these teams were there, obviously. But it was a great Olympic tournament, nevertheless, for the Japan women and the China women. And it's just good to see these men's teams out here playing in front of fans as we're in the first window for the FIBA Asian qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Here's a 3-point shot. Ball goes out of bounds, saved in by China, and they push it quickly, but travel with 1:50 remaining. It's a 24-point lead. Driving in and getting the body, Nishida. So 2 free throws coming.
First personal, team's third.
Here's another look at it. So in the Asian qualifiers so far, Iran have beaten Bahrain, Kazakhstan won over Syria, Jordan beat Saudi Arabia, Lebanon romped over Indonesia, and of course China won the first game against Japan. Not all the teams in action in this window. But the game is certainly alive and kicking in Asia, and these two teams, I think they've got big futures in the very near future. In fact, here's the turnover and driving in for the layup. So a little something good for Japan that we haven't really seen much. Kishimoto, and now an offensive foul gives it right back to the Japanese, trying to make a little run here at the end of the first half to give themselves some hope going to halftime. In modern basketball, you know, a 20-point lead is not insurmountable, clearly. In the old days, once you got behind by 10, it was getting really difficult. But these days, oh, that was just sloppy. Sloppy turnover by Suda. Excuse me, sloppy turnover by Sun. Another chance for Japan, driving in the follow and couldn't get it to drop, and now China running. And they hand it off, and the two-handed jam on the break from Zhang Zinlin. And Sun reaches in and forces a turnover, and that's what's got to be deflating for Japan. They get a little bit of momentum, and then all of a sudden China respond with a big sequence of plays. And Avi Schaefer comes out. Looks like he's picked up some type of hip or injury, or maybe a upper thigh injury. Ooh. Well, he almost made it. Now Japan with a chance. And the reach and the foul called on Sun. So Sun picks it up, and you can see Schaefer in a little bit of pain over there.
It's going to be Japan's free throw.
And that's how he fell, Schaefer. So hopefully it's not going to be serious. Maybe it is the hip. Yeah, he is writhing in pain over there, so he'll probably take it easy, get into the changing room, and they'll have a look at it. From the corner, another one for China, and they are the team that is hitting the threes today. Boy, 50%. Zhang Zinlin's now had 2 3-pointers fall. Final seconds ticking off the clock in the first half. Kishimoto. So it's more of the same as the first game. For China, they are in command at halftime, 53-29 over Japan. China leading 53-29 over Japan. 6 of 11 from deep, China. 3 of 17 for Japan, but rebounding twice as many for China, more than twice as many assists. And Zhao, Hu, and Zhang, take your pick. Zhang, rather, take your pick. And Hovas knows he's got a lot of work to do with this team as they head to the changing room. Well, here's a look back at the highlights. Plenty of them for the team in white. Guo leaking out early, getting the fast break, but the size of Hu, the three-point shooting of Zhao. And just everything worked against Japan. They did have this nice drive from Terashima. And they had some threes from Kishimoto and Furukawa that fell. But China were ruthlessly efficient, and in the half court especially they were good. But even when play opened up, China held their own against this Japan team that wants to play at that faster pace. So that was one of the Furukawa three-pointers after the pass from Chambers. And that was another. You know, three-point shot, crucial for Japan. But they're definitely not in sync. They're not able to sustain it. Had a couple of spurts, but every time China has come roaring back. This was the biggest shot of the game in my mind. China were on the back foot a little bit, and Zhu hit the three, and then there was no doubt they had the confidence back, the swag back. So China just in command at halftime, leading 53-29 over Japan here in Sendai. And Japan will be looking for a little bit more of that in the second half. But right now, it looks like it's going to be almost a miracle comeback if they do to avoid going 0-2. So 53-29, China on top of Japan at halftime.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Offensive rebound, they get it off. Right at the depth. Right at the depth. On the back of the Kazemi offensive rebound.
Through the shot clock, he's got to shoot it. Mirzagaliev takes it. Good night, Kazakhstan. That is for you. Well, that may be all she wrote as Mirzagaliev hits a huge three-pointer.
Off the baseline, and that is a nice, easy lay-in for Salem.
Overhand thinks about it. Poor pass, poor decision. And Jordan, although they come up with a steal, when it's not going for you, get your defense to create your offense. And Hawass comes up with a steal, little sloppiness from Saudi Arabia.
Well, steal it one more time and sloppy passage of play under the basket. Gets blocked, gets rejected. Turns it over. Well, great defense by Kazakhstan.
Passive on the penetration. Iran come down, and they're a little messy too, but they're going to get the easy throwdown. Monji with a throwdown.
Kazakhstan, do they keep it alive? Lays up, blocks off the backboard, and another block. Whoa! First it came from Jabbar, then it came from Jamil Sadir. There's the first one. Now here comes the second one. My name is Jamil Sadir.
2 possessions left here in this first half. It's a steal though, and a finish. Two-handed slam. Great hands here by Sergio Elderwich.
Aki James turns it over, and now it's a 2-on-1. What do we have here? 1 pass, 2 pass, 3. Throws it down. Well, yes, you need a little bit of showtime. Jungwoo Lencho.
$45 points from the bench for Lebanon. Everybody getting in the mix. There's a steal as well. Defense to offense. The slam by Youssef Kayet, the 18-year-old, in his senior debut.
We have walked this land for a long time. We know how far we've gone, and we're sure of how far we can go. Unity is not just a word here. It's not just a spirit in this sport. It's the way we all move. We are proud of our art, country, family, language, and culture. We are united by basketball.
Welcome to FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022.
Well, you can see the leading scorer for China. Having his way today, Zhao Rui doing it all over the court. 3 of 6 from three-point range. 14 points, 4 of 9 from the floor overall, and he has been terrific. And Terashima for Japan started off. That was his first basket. They were struggling at that point already. And look how hard he had to work just to get that reverse layup. But he's got 7 points. And he's 3 of 6 from the floor. 3 of 5 inside the arc. And they're going to need him and everybody, all hands on deck for Japan in the second half if they're going to have a chance of making this game more respectable against China. So here in Sendai, if you want to look at some of the other stats that we've had, Zhao, okay, we looked at him, he's got the 14. Wang has the 4 rebounds, and Zhao also has 4 assists. China scored 13 points off turnovers. In fact, Japan, it's one area where they've been able to thrive is when they force the turnover. They've been able to capitalize. They've got 14 points off the China turnover, so they're actually leading in that statistical category, and that's the only statistical category I think that they're leading in. Zhao Rui, there he is again with 14 points. Getting a little tape. Making sure none of that magic seeps out of his body. China have led from start to finish. So Aki Chambers has the 3 assists to lead Japan in that category. Evans the 4 rebounds, and of course Terashima has the 7 points. So Japan already assured of a spot in the FIBA Basketball World Cup as one of the hosts. Nevertheless, they know that they don't want to just show up and be one of the 32 teams. They want to show up and be a good team that's capable of going out and winning a lot of games. You know, they played Japan at the Olympics this past summer. Third quarter underway here in Sendai between China and Japan. An early foul on Makoto Iijima.
First personal, teams first.
Pass out to the right corner for China, and they pick right up where they left off in the first half. Drilling it. China's number 33, Wu. So he's got his first points of the game. Tough drive to the basket and earning a trip to the line with Wu picking up the foul.
Fourth personal, the team's first.
So a good drive by Terashima. That's where he's done his good work today. Terashima driving to the basket. And that was Wu's three-pointer falling in, but he's got a little bit of foul trouble, so he has to sit down. So unfortunately for him, but that brings Zhu back into the game. So Zhu, who is, he played 6 minutes, he's got 3 points, and there is Wu taking a seat. So right now it's Hu, Sun, Zhu, Zhang, and Zhao. China working it, getting it down to the baseline. And driving in and scoring. Good job by Zhang. Oh boy, cheap turnover there. Haramoto trying to hand it off. And Zhang, fortunately for Japan, misses the layup. And Makoto Hiyajima fouled, so he gets a chance to go to the line.
First personal and team second.
Yeah, that was a foul on Zhu. You can see him holding.
2 shots.
Players never think that they foul. A lot of the grabbing especially, it's you want to get that out of the game. That doesn't make for beautiful basketball. Hiyajima makes the first and misses the second. China have led by as many as 27 points. The lead is 26 right now. Into the corner, wide open. And again, Zhu is on target, their biggest lead of the game. He's hit 2 threes. They know exactly what they want to do. They've always got that pass to the corner as Japan try to apply the pressure. And another turnover as Evans tries to get the ball to Aki Chambers. Not sure if we'll see Avi Schaefer again. He's wearing the black t-shirt over there on the sidelines. He had the nasty fall in the first half. I thought Chambers looked pretty good offensively in the first half. He's getting away with a little bit of a hold there as well. Oh, nice drive. Boy, just getting right in there. Zhao Rui. Don't forget, you got a couple of players for Japan that are assured, you would think, of being at the World Cup. Here they are attacking down low. They get to the corner. Did it get off in time? And the basket will not count from Terashima. You know Rui Hachimura will be there. Watanabe will be there. And that will help them as they play at the World Cup. But you never want to be over-reliant on 2 players. And Japan, no, they need to come out. Everybody needs to raise their level. Hiyajima called for the foul, tried to get away with one. to get a layup. Post-mortem is not going to be a fun process for Japan after this window if this game continues in this vein. And another foul call, this one on Terashima.
Foul Japan number 20, Terashima. Second personal by team third.
Two fouls on Terashima. Continue to work. Zhu again. Not this time. I think he likes it more in the corner. Hijima going back and forth. Puts it up and a little long. Good work, Harimoto, getting it back to Evans now. And his pass to the corner intercepted. Good hands, but Zhu races down and gets the basketball, puts it up and in. Hijima to Harimoto. Oh, nice bounce pass. Chambers puts it up and in. China outscoring Japan 12-3 in the third quarter. Now another turnover, and Evans not quite able to get there in time. I think this is when you see what your players are made of, how they try to get after it. Even down 30 points, how hard are they going to play? And that also applies to the other team that's winning. How hard do they keep playing? As a coach, you want to see you guys play hard all the time. And Zhu picks up another foul.
Second personal and team's third. Japan free throw. At the line number 20, Hiroshima, 2 shots.
Hiroshima goes to the line, a couple of free throws. And Young Zhu getting some advice from his coach. 21-year-old guard of Guangdong, Dongguan Bank. Just 1.8 meters in height. Another chance for Japan. Could be a 4-point trip if this falls, and it is! Hijima. And Aki Chambers reaches in and ties up the Chinese ball handler. Zhao. Look at this. Yep, good call by the ref there. Also a good call by Luke Evans. He was right on it. Furukawa's going to come back in. So Luke Evans is going to take a seat.
First personal and team's fourth.
And the drive and the foul.
Foul Japan, number 11, Chambers. Second personal. Japan's in a penalty.
Japan already over the limit here. So China going to be shooting free throws on fouls here for a long time. And shooting free throws has been something that they have done pretty well today. That one makes them 10 of 13. Sun takes his time and makes the second as well. Chambers. That's a difficult pass to Terashima. And now the kick by Sun. Good defense by China, making him work to get the basketball across midcourt. Well, Zhou Qi looks like he's just going to be the observer today. You watch this China team and you see all that size in the front court that they've got, and you just think about the possibilities. And really, you wonder how good they can be. Nice drive by Hyojima. 6 points for him. 27-point lead for China. Coming up on the 15-minute mark in the game. 15 minutes will be left. And now the hands up, and Zhu from the left corner, and he's just automatic, isn't he? It's like shooting a layup for him out there. He's now 3 of 4. All 3 shots that have fallen have come from the corner. Sun on the break, again to the corner, and Wu stepped out of bounds, or Zhao stepped out of bounds, Zhao Rui. China automatically know, they always send somebody to the corner every time down. They know that is that's going to be an option as the defense collapses on the penetrator.
Substitution for Japan, number 15, Kishimoto.
Kishimoto back in the game. Here's Hyojima. Hyojima hands it off to Chambers. Nice cut to the basket from Chambers. Wang, Zealand spins, turns, goes in. Oh, just crushes it. He rode the mismatch. Wang. Remember him from the 2016 Olympics. And now coming up and getting the steal. Nice anticipation from Wang. And then he's able to beat Japan to the ball. He surely traveled. It looked like that one took like 5 steps. Again, to the corner, and this time Zhu misses Chambers. Hyojima back to Furukawa, over. And they run him off the line, so Furukawa misses from close in. Oh, that was impressive by China. Guo Ailong. He's got 9 points. Wang gets another rebound. Quick pass down low to Zhu, and he scores, and Hovas has to call another timeout. It's just going from bad to worse right now. 34-point lead for China as they are rampant here on the road in Sendai. Here you can see a little bit of a mismatch, but Wong has come in and he's done this. He's rebounded well. He's come up with a steal as Japan tried to bring the ball across midcourt. Wong Zealand, 27 years of age now. And Zhou just is probably a player that a lot of people would like to watch play, and I don't know if he's got an injury or if the coach just decided, let's see what else we got today. And almost another turnover. Oh, looked like Japan might have turned it over, gotten away with it. And Guo Ailun reaching in and almost getting the steal as well. So China's defense not going to give up. Here is Evans. They pass it out to the corner, three-point shot, and Evans with the rebound goes up and is fouled by Wong. Wong Zealand.
Foul, China, number 31, 1. First personal. And team sport. Luke Evans, 2 shots.
Japan just 4 of 22 from three-point range today. China are just electric. 9 of 16 from three-point range. 19 of 26 from two-point range or inside the arc. They have bossed the proceedings today. They have been in command pretty much from the get-go. Good drive from Guo, but doesn't have the finish. Nice handoff, and then fumbling it away was the veteran Takeuchi. Japan go over to help up Guo after the foul. Oh, wow. Yeah, Kishimoto, the unsportsmanlike. So 2 free throws and possession.
And substitution for Japan, number 9, Vendrame.
So Vendrame comes back in. He struggled. He started the game, but has only played 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Committed a couple of fouls, turned it over once. And Guo makes the first. Japan run, who Jinkyu has 12, 16 for Zhao Rui, and 10 for Zhang. And now a three-point shot for China, and what a surprise, it's good. Zhou Peng, his first 3, his first points of the game. And the rejection from Zhou Peng. Oh boy. Vendrame just has it taken right away by Zhou and Zhao, and Zhao goes in and lays it up and in. Oh, tough drive, but good defense, and now China coming back. And you know the fans watching this game back in China must be getting excited about their prospects watching this game.
Third personal.
So and then this is what you can't do if you're the point guard. You cannot turn it over like that to Zhao. Guo misses the first. I mean, China have hit 10 of 17 from deep. They've out-rebounded Japan 27-19. Oh, nice bounce pass and catch and shot by Terashima. 12 points for Terashima, and now the turnover and an unsportsmanlike foul on Wong. So 2 shots and possession coming for Japan. I mean, you look at that score, you just wouldn't think it's possible, would you? 84-45. Looked a little weak for an unsportsmanlike, but they've called it. Drummond makes the first. 41.9 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and gosh, I think this might be one of the biggest blowouts I've ever had to call in international basketball. 84-47. Now, I wouldn't have expected it to be between these two rivals.
And it's still Japan ball.
Terashima missing, they get it back. Terashima again, missing again. Takeuchi going for the basketball, goes out of bounds. So it'll be Japanese basketball. You know, this game is not going to be won by Japan. And now what you have to be thinking if you're Hovas and Japan is, I want to see us play better possession by possession. And I want to see, I'm looking at the players that can help us. Takes it deep, passes back outside, and there he is, Nishida. That signature left-handed jump shot. 34 points is the difference. Into the corner, that's where he earns a living, and he misses. But it was the one that he hit in the first half that was so crucial for China. Well, they own the quarter. China lead it 84-50 over Japan at the end of 3. So digest those stats, if you will. It's just pure domination for China here against Japan. You know, for China, I mean, obviously it's a team that came here on the back of that big win the other night, fully expecting to win, but wanting to play hard, and their sense of purpose coming into this qualifying campaign looks a lot different than it did when they went into the qualifications for the last FIBA Basketball World Cup, which they hosted. So this will be a good performance in this window for Du Feng's team. They will be able to build on this But you know, the key will be, let's don't rest on our laurels. Let's get better. Let's show everybody what we're capable of, because you know, we haven't seen the Chinamen really play well, play to the standard that they want to play for some time. And it's one thing beating a Japan team, which is clearly kind of restructuring its approach, and it's another thing to beat the really good team. So they're going to have to keep playing at a high level. Get the FIBA Basketball World Cup app, World Cup Qualifiers app in your smartphone, and you keep up with all the latest news and information, stats, you name it. Yajima, and Evans goes up for the rebound and gets it to drop. 30-year-old, played his college basketball back in the days, from California, and he went to California Baptist. He was there 8 years ago. Stepping back and missing was China's number 7, Zhang. And the drive, oh, he can't get it to go. And on top of that, he hits the cameraman. Zhao Rui picks up the foul.
Second personal and team's first.
So Nishida goes to the line. Nishida's a natural left-handed shooter. He goes to his right hand there. You obviously, you want to play at this level, you got to be able to use both hands. So there he is, rattling in the first free throw. I don't know what it is about the left-handers, but they always look better. It doesn't matter what they're doing, what sport they're playing. The lefties, they just look better. There's Yajima playing some tight defense out on the perimeter. 3 fouls on him. And Yajima, look at him get after it. Now that is the type of thing, effort, that Hovas is looking for. You're down 30. What are you going to do? You're going to dive for the loose ball. You're going to try to get the steal. You're diving. You're getting after it. So he'll come out with some credit for that. And bringing it down and getting to the rim is Japan's Terashima. So Du calls timeout. Doesn't want Japan to get any ideas about making this game interesting at the end, even though it's a substantial 84-56, China on top. Japan wanting to make it an uncomfortable fourth quarter if they can. Shot clock down to 5. Zhao gets in the paint and puts it up and in. Every time Japan have had a little bit of a run, China coach Du has been able to stop them in their tracks. Nishida. Oh boy, kind of lost his balance there, and that was an impossible task going up against Zhu, who is getting the swat. Wide open shot from the right wing, and another one for Zhang Zhenlin. He hasn't missed from three-point range today. Zhu picks up the foul.
Number 2, shoot. Third personal. 15 seconds.
So Zhu, there he is. Zhang has hit all 3 of his attempts from three-point range today, and this is the latest. Here it comes over to this side. Wide open, and that's what you do with it. So from three-point range today, China 11 of 19. Any coach would take that. 57.89%. Oh, nice pump fake. And Japan with Harimoto getting his second bucket. They want to leave with a good face here in the fourth quarter, Japan. And the ball turned over. Japan bringing it quickly and scoring with the left hand, Terushima. He comes out of this game with some credit today, doesn't he? 5 of 10 from the floor, 14 points. He's got 3 assists. He's played hard. And backing his way down low, getting the mismatch was who?
Number 19, Nishida. Second personal, 19 seconds.
Step back from deep. And another 3 for Zhao Rui. So the three-point shooting just keeps getting better for China. 12 of 20. Back to a 32-point lead. Zhao Rui. Little physicality there by Luke Evans, and opening it up for his teammate. So Nishida, another bucket for him. Step back 3, gosh. Wow. Zhao Rui, I tell you what, if you're Hovas in Japan, you're just thinking, okay, just go ahead and hit all the three-pointers that you want to in this game. Get them out of your system, because we don't want you to make any the next time we play. They have been absolutely phenomenal from three-point range. 13 of 21. 62%, and now coming in for the flush. Zhang Zhenlin putting an exclamation mark on this performance, and we've still got 5 minutes to go for China. Harimoto takes it out. Turnaround jumper from three-point arc. And China with a rare miss. Now the quick pass up to Nishida. He pulls it back out. His son gets back on defense. And Harimoto Thought Nishida was going to be breaking to the basket, threw it, but it went out of bounds. So another timeout. China on their way to victory here, 97-62. Hiroshima with the 16 points for Japan, but not nearly enough. I mean, this is when you know it's going well for you. Shot clock winding down. And you hit a long three-pointer. 5 of 8 from three-point range. Zhao Rui. 3 of 6 for Zhu, and Zheng Zhenlin's perfect 3 of 3. Well, they're going to set him down because he's so hot. He needs to cool off a little bit. Look at him. Zhao Rui, 24 points. So China, bring it up, moving towards the century mark. How many will they score today? That's the question. Shooting almost 69% inside and from deep. Well, that was a rare brick from three-point range. That was Guo who missed that one. And Chambers. Guo again. Another 3, and this time a rare miss. If China miss some threes here at the end, it's gonna mask what has been an excellent display all game long. I mean, it would not be symptomatic, it would not be symbolic of how they've shot it. So you don't want them to start missing a lot of threes and lowering that percentage. There's Evans. I mean, yes, if you're Japan, you don't want them to make it, but the reality is they have been drilling their three-pointers today, China. One of the many things that they've done well. Here it is again. They pass it out to Sun. Now he comes in. Well, Hiroshima is not scared of going inside, and nor is Guo. That's where he likes to earn his living, taking the ball deep. Well, Japan will be taking on, in February, Chinese Taipei. And that'll be in Chinese Taipei. Oh boy, you don't want Hiroshima to pick up an injury. That would add insult for sure. And you would also, you'll also see Japan traveling to Australia. So those games will be on February 25th and February 28th. And China, their next 2 games will be at Australia on February 25th. And then they will come back and play at Chinese Taipei. Three-point shot. Well, it had to be, didn't it? Another one. Zhao Rui, he doesn't want to cool off. He just wants to keep bearing the threes. I mean, Zhao Rui, boy, what a performance. Furukawa hands it off, and Japan still come away with no points. Zhao Rui with 27. Now the dump, and Zhang is fouled. So 1:25 remaining, and China are 39 point lead.
Number 7, Jab, 2 shots.
So Zhang takes it up to a 40-point lead. It's wins like this that'll be good for their ranking as well. A road win, a decisive road win, all of these points will add up. Three-point shot, missing everything. This could be interesting to hear what Coach Hovas has to say after this window about where they are as a team, where, you know, what are his thoughts about moving forward? How do they, I mean, when you lose
2 shots.
When you lose by this margin, you know, the other day they lost by 16 points, but this is more of an embarrassment. Now, granted, China in the first meeting were 5 of 17 from three-point range. Zhou Qi played, and he had 24 points, 12 rebounds. And the interesting thing as well is Zhao Rui had 10 points. Furukawa. So 52.5 seconds left. Zhao Rui. Well, I'd be smiling if I were him after his game today. So 27 for Zhao Rui. 17 for Zhang Zinlin, 14 for Guo, 13 for Zhu. And again, Japan have not been able to stop the three-point shooters of China, 14 of 24. And that was an impressive drive from Kishimoto. But now China hustle down the floor, and look at Wang run the floor. Wang Zenlin.
Foul Japan, number 3, Evans, 4th personal.
So good hustle from him.
China free throw at the line, number 31, Wang, 2 shots.
Wang has played 18 minutes and 20 seconds. He's got 6 points, 8 rebounds, a steal, and a block. That's the man that has really terrorized Japan, especially in the second half, Zhao Rui. So Wang misses both. Harimoto. No, excuse me, Furukawa. Over to Kishimoto. Well, I guess better late than never. Luke Evans hitting his second three of the game, 2 of 5. He's got 15 points, 10 rebounds. Guo putting on a show. Nope, has it stolen. Then he pushes off to get the basketball back.
Foul China. Number 6, Guo.
So 6.2 seconds left. Let's see if Japan can get another basket. And you wonder, why do you call a timeout with 6.2 seconds left? Well, you know what? You want to try to see as much as you can see out of your team. You want to run one more play and see how your guys can execute it. Let's see if their concentration is still there. Let's see if they can follow the game plan. Well, there's no doubt that this has been bad, but on the other hand, I'm not sure that it's as bad as it looks. China, yes, they have rolled to a big win today. Are they 36 points better than Japan in every game they play? The answer is no. They are today, and you got to tip your hat to them. And they're about to go 2-0. And you got to give Duke credit for getting his guys to come out and not rest on their laurels from the other night. They came out with the eye of the tiger. And the rare moments when they didn't have the eye of the tiger, he called timeout and told them to come over. And he set the record straight. So it's been a good win for them. And this will be a learning experience for Japan. But the question is, can they learn enough to get better, and how quickly is it going to take for them to get better? Which players might not make it next time? That's the question. Well, the three-pointer drops. So 1.7 seconds, and that's it. So 106-73, China win it over Japan. China, the Giants, roll to a 106-73 win over Japan. Well, Sochi didn't play. If you're like me, you're surprised. Not so much that China won, but how emphatic it was. It was, they got on top. Japan had one important run where they came back in that first half, and China answered it. I think they got it down to 11 points to deficit, or 13, and Zhu hit the three from the corner. And you can see 14 threes for China were huge, but just overall, I mean, I don't think the statistics do it justice, to be honest. They just dominated. 26 points off turnovers for Japan, 5 more than China, so that's certainly doesn't feel like it's indicative of how the game was played. China were just powerful. And Japan thanks the fans for coming out. They're going to limp back to the locker room and let the postmortem begin. Remember, they've already got a spot in the FIBA Basketball World Cup sewn up. They will be there, but the aim is to get better and to be competitive. And today was just one of those days for them. In China, have they taken a step forward during this window? And I think the answer is yes. You can't say, what more would you expect from them? They came out today focused, and from the very first minute, we're on top of this Japan team. They have a little bit more size, but they played hard. They came out, they played, got out on the perimeter. They absorbed the pressure that Japan really hit them with early. They coped with that pretty well. And yeah, we did see flashes of good play from Japan, but not nearly as many as China. I mean, it was almost 40 minutes of solid play. Solid play from this team right here. Wang came out and did well. And just the mere fact that Zhou Qi didn't even play today, Zhou Qi didn't play, was emblematic how easy it was. China had 29 fast break points. 46 of their points coming in the paint. 69 points coming from the bench. And Zhao Rui did not start, so he had 27 of those points. So again, it's been an 0-2 start for Japan in the qualifiers. And remember that from Asia, you're going to end up with 7 teams qualifying. So you've got 16 teams in the 4 groups now, and 12 teams, the top 3 from each group will move on to the second round. And from there, you will have 7 teams that will qualify for the 32-team FIBA Basketball World Cup. And we know Philippines and Japan will be there. And Indonesia also will be hosting, but they're not assured of a spot. So China win it 79-63 over Japan in the first game, and 106-73 today. They rolled to a second straight victory. So February 25th and 28th, China will play at Australia and Chinese Taipei, respectively. Japan will play at Chinese Taipei and Australia on the 25th and 28th, respectively. China rolled to a second big win over Japan today. Thanks for watching.